Hi, I'm Angela from Camera Jabber, and I'm here with Clare Harvey-May from Olympus UK on the Olympus stand at the photography show.
Hi, how are you doing?
Very good, thank you. So you're going to tell us about the latest firmware upgrade. It's quite a big one, isn't it?
Yes, I think customers have been quite excited and they've been waiting a little bit of time for this. Me too, actually. But it's fantastic. I mean, little things like having the smaller autofocus point. So again, that sort of links with the 45mm 1.2. Again, for portrait, fantastic. We've had little things like the new bleach bypass filter, but some bigger steps for me are the fact that you can use the 12-100 with Pro Capture. You can now use third-party lenses with Pro Capture and focus stacking, which I think a lot of people were using. You know, the joy about having the Micro Four Thirds license is that you got 70 plus lenses in the range, and I think obviously for customer choice, being able to use those other lenses on the body with all its features is huge. Other sort of more subtle changes were the fact that with back button focus, that's now changed. The lag is better on the back button focus if you shoot that way. Continuous autofocus has been improved. Things like for vertical panning when you're shooting in 4K or video, that's improved. So I mean, it's not just a small firmware update, it's massive, yeah.
And what about there are some creative options that you can now share and use other people's?
Yep, so you can do that with the Pen F and the M5 Mark II, so you can, it's all done in the software. If you're shooting with Pen F and you're using the monochrome settings or any of the colour creator settings, they can be swapped back and forth. Again, that was something you couldn't do before, and that was exclusive to Pen F, so that's quite nice. So if you found a really nice black and white setting, you can now swap them from camera to camera, so that's nice.
That's really good. And if people are going to update their firmware, how do they do that?
So the latest thing you've got, if you are an Olympus user and you're using the previous version, which is version 2 on the Olympus camera updater, the first thing you've got to do is delete that and download the latest one from the Olympus website. That's version 2.0.
So that's specific software to help you?
Absolutely. It's on the Olympus, under the sort of support section on the Olympus software, on the Olympus page. But 2.1, some people have said, my firmware has failed. That's because you need to make sure you got that latest update. So the first thing is make sure you're on version 2.1 of the camera updater. Plug the camera in, whichever camera that may be, press storage, you'll see the little egg timer start and the instructions are on the screen. It tells you which version you're currently running on the camera or lens and which version you should be updated to.
Okay, and if people are coming along here, you're actually helping people with the updating here on the stand, aren't you?
It's free! So yes, we've had a few in-store days up and down the country, but the guys today are here from the service centre and they're doing our famous clean and check, and they'll do all the firmware updates while you're here. But obviously when you're at home, that one at home needs to be done yourself. But the great thing is it's not just the M1, it's 5, Pen F, lenses too, so yeah.
So there's quite a lot of things to update and great new functionality.
Yeah, absolutely. So the 12-100 and the 300mm definitely. But actually, when you start going through your back catalogue, things like the 12-40 had an update a while ago. The 60mm had an update. So it's worth sitting down, doing what I call your housework, getting it all plugged in, taking half an hour to put all the lenses on and making sure everything is up to spec.
That's great. Thanks very much, Claire.